Exclusive. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
Hey, what do you say, people? Kai Storm in the building on a Monday afternoon. Yes. Real Housewives of Potomac review. Yes. Of course. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just, enjoying the lovely quietness of being in the house on a Monday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Yes, I know y'all probably like, I'm sick of this girl talking about how she off for Monday and Tuesday. But at the same time, you got to understand though, like all my life, I've worked Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? There was some jobs in the past that I had worked on weekends, but most of all, I've worked Monday through Friday. So, being off on a Monday and Tuesday, especially a Monday, is fucking awesome. So I can't help but talk about that shit, child. Although tomorrow is a fucking holiday. But tomorrow is my hair day, so I won't be here too much anyway. But yeah, I'm off topic, child. I'm off topic. Anyway, Real Housewives of Potomac, that's why we here. Of course, I want to go ahead and take a minute to say continued prayers going out to Jamaica and all the islands that will be affected by Melissa, because Melissa, apparently she not done shaking her ass all over the Caribbean yet. And the shakery that she put Jamaica on is, even though it's technically over, there's still a lot of flooding. There's still a lot of parts of Jamaica that are underwater. So I definitely have shared on my social media two different GoFundMes for friends that live in the country and also live in Trilani, that haven't contacted their families and or lost everything. So definitely go ahead and donate to, if you're on my social media and you see those GoFundMes, definitely donate and or share. And donate to Jamaica directly as well. And if you can fly down to give physical assistance, and you have the ability and the time, Jamaica needs your help, absolutely. And there's a lot going on still. They have, a lot of people are trying to figure out how to, make sure and eat. Never mind, the fact that, that houses and all these people are homeless. Never mind the fact that there's, a lot of unalive people all around and they need to be handled. And, whatever efforts all of the countries that have made, because I've definitely seen multiple posts from different countries, giving effort and sending their soldiers and sending packages, even reggae superstars, Vibes, Cartel, Spice, Shaggy, Sean Paul, a lot of people have been giving their efforts. So continued efforts, continued prayers to Jamaica, and I, I want to go ahead and say that I was one of the people that was cussing the fuck out of the tourists that was down there complaining during a fucking hurricane. But I definitely want to give a shout out to the tourists that were not complaining and were assisting and trying to help clean up. And you know what I'm saying? And I even saw, a matter of fact, big up to Niga Samara. I was just watching his video. He showed a video of a woman who is planning to, you know, fly down there and give efforts. And she was just like, even though, you know, y'all cussed out us black Americans love you, and we want to go down there and bring our tourist dollars and rebuild back the country with you. So big ups to all of that. Big ups to all of that. And you know, I'm not Jamaican, but me love Jamaica like a female blood clot, please. So yes, Jamaica will rise again. Oh, and of course, we got to shout out my channel sponsor, EENY Eyewear. We definitely got to talk about my book, That One Voice Revised Edition. And, yeah, thank you for the 890 subscribers. Wait. 10. Ooh, I'm 110 subscribers from the 1K. Give me a second, and sometimes it takes me a minute to count. So that was 10 plus 100. Yes, 110. Let's get to that go, baby. Let's get to that go. And one note to Taco in the motherfucking White House, bitch. Motherfucking Thanksgiving will be had, bitch. Fuck you. Thanksgiving will be had, you dirty red fucking alien looking bitch. Can't stand you. On to, you know, reality show news. Real Housewives of Potomac, Sunshine and Sexts. Sunshine and Sexts. Sexts. Y'all niggas just making up words and shit. I can't. The ladies end their first night in Nevis with a celebration. A day filled with sunshine, history, and shopping isn't enough to shake up Kiana and Angel's feelings of uneasiness within the group. So this episode is about Kiana and Angel. Word. Alright. Oh yeah, so the last thing was discussed was Stacey possibly trying to fuck Chris Samuels. Okay, yeah, I remember where we at now. Do I believe Stacey? Have I always been calling Stacey a liar? Is this, do I believe that this is a convenient intro to get Monique, whatever her name is, on the show? Because obviously there's going to be a battle between her and Stacey for Chris or over Chris or something like that. Because Stacey, guess what? Once me label you a liar, you's a liar. Me no business where you said. So Alice, but me know him and him a nice man, and we are both going through divorce. It gives, I might have fucked him and I don't want to admit it, or I thought about fucking him and I don't want to admit it, or I did fuck him, and of course because I'm back with my husband, I want to keep my you know what I'm saying, my roster, you know, a little pristine. That's going on now. Yeah, man, me figure it out. Yeah. Let me go ahead and explain the situation, but first, before I give my opinion on the situation. So, they come in and they have a little surprise party for Wendy for her birthday. It has some cake on it. They had a cake and some, you know, they had a whole bunch of food. That's what tripped me out. Because I was like, there's a whole bunch of food. And all y'all bitches did was slice the cake. Cookies and chips and all kind of shit and fruit. And all you did was slice the cake. But anyway, they talking and they, you know, they start asking questions, talking about, you know, have you ever been attracted to a woman? And Wendy said some chick she saw some strip club that had braces, she liked her. And then Tia London ass mentioned some stiff board white butch, you know what I'm saying? Just a stiff board looking white butch, just a bitch that you look like she just stiff in London, like, you know what I'm saying, England like, and the chick said she liked her, And then, but before this happened, Kierna left. Kierna went to bed because she was like, yo, I'm sick of these bitches. I'm done. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? They done got on my nerves. And then it was noticed that motherfucking Angel livened up as soon as Kierna left. So it's almost like, oh, Kierna is the killjoy. So, you know what I'm saying? Then, they sitting there, they talking, and then they decide that they got, Giselle decides that everybody got to go because, they got a long day the next day. But my whole thing was, excuse me, my whole thing was, is why do they be asking these? But then again, I guess it's just to boost up the ratings when they talk about, shit like that. Because my shit is like, all of y'all give a little bit of lesbian. I'm just saying. A little, let's try pussy for a little while. I'm just saying. So, I don't know. But, it is what it is. I can't wait till we get to the part where Moniece, whichever one, she roll up on this shit, cause I ain't gonna front. I think we need a extra drop of drama. The show, I mean, the season has been good so far, not for nothing, but we need a little bit of drop of drama, a little bit more drop of drama. You know what I mean? Angel, I'm trying to understand, ho. I'm trying to understand, yo. Because they come back from commercial and the scene starts with it's her and Kierna. And she comes in and her and Kierna got the same glasses on. They nice glasses, by the way. Anyway, but Kierna, Angel tells Kierna that she's disappointed in Giselle and how Giselle, called her a catfish because of the pictures and shit. And because of the picture, because I myself, I was looking at that picture. That picture don't look like her. It don't look like her. Yeah, that's a fucking catfish picture. You can't get mad. How the fuck you gonna get mad? Because I'm looking at this picture and I don't see you, bitch. And apparently, so she's talking to Kierna and telling Kierna she upset about what Giselle did. So Giselle comes in. She's like, oh shit, hey, good morning. No, everybody's giving her the cold look. And then Kierna leaves because I guess Angel made it seem like she wanted to talk to fucking Giselle. And she's crying. She's fucking crying. And talking about, you hurt my feelings that because I had just had kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like that, maybe that's why she didn't look like herself, or some, or you. I don't know. It's like you getting in your feelings because she talked about your picture on social media. I'm not understanding. And right now, Giselle looking at her like, because literally Giselle apologized. She was like, my bad. I understand where you coming from. I didn't mean to hurt you, but I was just saying that I had questions because you don't look like the chick in the picture. And this chick is literally side her under the glasses like, yeah, whatever, bitch. And Giselle is like, are we having a serious conversation, bitch? Because I'm not what? Look at Giselle. Look how Giselle is looking at her like, girl, is this a serious conversation at this time of the morning on this chipper beautiful day, bitch? And this one is literally with her head cocked to the side like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about nothing you saying. But in this particular incident, I am with Giselle. Like, bitch, why is this a serious conversation? Why are you crying? What the fuck is wrong with you? So, at the end of the conversation between Angel and Giselle still try to, do because I think that's like required, because like after they have a discussion, somebody got to hug. You know what I'm saying? Because they always try to hug, and Giselle tried to hug her, and that bitch was like, nah, I'm good. And that's to show you how much in your feelings you are over a picture. And then they show us, and then first of all, then everybody, heads to breakfast and shit, and Kierna and Ashley, and when Angel finally comes out, they sitting discussing the fact that the apology from Giselle, and that she took it and that was it, and Kierna's upset with Wendy and the whole Wendy of it all, and the other chick Jazzy, and then Jazzy, Giselle, Wendy, Tia, and of course Stacy sitting in their corner, and they talking. And first thing, Stacy says that it was rude that Kierna decided that she was tired and didn't want to stay and celebrate Wendy. And then of course Giselle talks about this scene with the tears about the picture. And in the midst of that, we go back to where Kierna and Angel's talking. Apparently, Angel lets them know that when she told her husband was ready to get on a plane. I don't know, to get on a plane to do what? To do this? Like, what the fuck was he getting on a plane to do? And then, they're discussing and then of course in the Tia section they're discussing what's going on and why have we not moved on, and Wendy says, yo, there's a dark cloud, and the dark cloud is them two, Kiana and Angel. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so it seems to me like there's some kind of in between the group and Kieran and Angel. And of course, Ashley, she don't pick no sides. She just in the in between bone carrier, because the bone carrier between Ashley and motherfucking Giselle, child, them two bitches got those jobs on lock. You feel me? So I don't know. I said it from the beginning that Kierna is giving, she creating something for a storyline. Ash and then her new homegirl Angel, that she adding to it right now. She adding to it, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and point out this fake ass shit because it looked like some fake ass shit. It looked fake and phony, and I gotta point it out because Angel was at Wendy's birthday party. Angel was high-fiving, having fun, hugging everybody, having a good time. Then 5 minutes later, the producers show a video of her talking to motherfucking Kierna, and then all of a sudden we in our feelings and we talking about catfishing and shit. And it's like fucking Tia and Jazzy pulled her to the side and was like, yo, what's up with that? Because you wasn't on the same energy that you on right now last night. And then she's like, and then this bitch comes off and says, see, if you knew me, you would know that I was annoyed. That was my energy that I was giving, that I was annoyed. And she was like, when? Last night when you was high-fiving us? And she was like, yeah, I was annoyed. And of course, all of us is looking at her like, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? Gone. Child, Wendy called out motherfucking, they all having a discussion, and Wendy called out motherfucking Ashley for saving Giselle when Stacy went at her talking about you got a man, and she came along and said no, that was a date, and Ashley came and gave up all the tea on that. And then of course Giselle jumped up and said that wasn't, and you wasn't saying nothing because again I was on a date. But if anybody want to talk about lying, you lied about Chris Samuels, and now she's sitting there shocked and shit because like, bitch, that's you lied about Chris Samuels, bitch. What is you trying to say? Like, child, real talk. This might be a side note, but I think it's still relevant though. You know what I'm saying? Because the ladies are sitting down, they're having they went on this tour, this historical tour. I didn't even mention that because about Alexander Hamilton's house. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. Fuck out of here. But they, you know what I'm saying, they sitting down and they all eating, and you know, and out of nowhere, motherfucking Angel comes out and says that, you know, husband, you know, sent her $5,000 to go shop. And my whole shit is, why is you telling these hoes how much money your man is giving you? Like, if your man doing this, that, and other for you, why you telling them? Like, that ain't got shit. Like, that's none of their business. You feel me? Like it's like you showing off, you know, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, it might be looked at like you showing off. You know what I'm saying? To a hater, they looking at you like, bitch, fuck, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But then I get it. You know, you letting them know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And also at the same time, you like for the bitches that ain't got no husbands. You know what I mean? Or, you know, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, bitch, come on now. Why do we need to know your husband sent you $5,000 to go shop? Like, that's nobody's business. That's nobody's business. The first thing that, when you said it, the first thing that Giselle said, and then I'm also noticing myself saying Giselle was right. And you already know I don't like Giselle. Anybody that's watched my reviews know I don't really like Giselle. But this is another time where Giselle was right. Giselle was saying, yo, bitch, like, why you keep talking about what your husband do for you? What, do you do anything for you? Like, what do you do for you? Like, bitches ain't over here be doing shit for themselves. And I feel her on that shit. Her body. You know what I mean? Me liking Giselle. What did Giselle say? Say word. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then then they get to the little shopping area, and Wendy made sure and point out, like, bitch, we buying t-shirts for $12.99. You talking shit about $5,000. Like, bitch, what the fuck? You gonna spend $5,000 here? Girl, bye. Girl, boom. I forgot to mention, Wendy's sick. Wendy not feeling well. Wendy need to go sit down, because she looking like she went to go puke or something. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is my favorite scene of all. Because marijuana was mentioned at least 3 times. Fuck yeah. But one time for Miguel marijuana, I love her bad. But yo, wait a minute. Oh shit. No, for real. First of all, the ladies go out. Wendy was too sick to make it, even though she dressed. The bitch was dressed, makeup done, face beat down to the gods, and she laying in the bed, sick. You know what I'm saying? And fucking Stacy and Giselle brought her, you know, a couple, you know, some Gatorade and ginger ale and some things and shit to you know, to keep her together. And they go out to the restaurant, and apparently, as they coming in to sit down, they smell a little ganja and they smell a little barbecue. So they're like, we smell weed. I smell barbecue too, so it must be a weed barbecue. You know what I mean? And then the restaurant owner comes out. He's bringing some kind of strong ass drinks called Killer Bee to everybody, and that sounds like some shit that I would never fucking drink. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfucking you know what I mean? They all sitting there, and the restaurant owner telling them, yeah, I'm gonna cook for y'all and everything gonna be good and da da da. And you know what I'm saying? Angel come out of nowhere and was like, oh, I just want to know if I'm gonna be on the dinner plate this time of night at this time, and it's like, bitches probably wouldn't even think about you, and you just putting yourself on the plate for what? Like nobody wouldn't even think about you, ho. Nobody wouldn't even think about you. Okay, so the episode ends with Jazzy and Karen are having a little exchange where where Jazzy is apologizing to her, about whatever, went on between them. But at the same time, she's making sure and pointing out to her that, you actually, no. Matter of fact, she was apologizing for everything that went on between all of them and how, Kiana reacted. And Kiana said, I'll accept your apology, and I'm still, and my apology is in reference to everything I said. But I'm not going to apologize for something that I didn't say unless you tell me what I said. And this is in reference to Wendy. And of course, Jazzy ended it like, oh, you really want me to say what you said? And the producers, and on the side, the producers asked Jazzy, so if you told what she said about Wendy, how, on a scale of 1 to 5, how upset would Wendy be? And this chick said it would be an 8.5. My thing is, why is you holding this secret? Like, let it fucking drop. But then again, that's part of the show to stretch out the drama and intensify the suspense about the drama in the first place. So, and that's how the episode ended. Now, just like I said before, in the next episode, it looked like Jazzy, they're gonna throw a bridal shower for her, and there's gonna be some kind of licking going on between motherfucking Ashley and Jazzy. And some conversations are going to be had, and people going to be called out, aka Angel going to get called out again. And and we going to be here next week to, wait a minute, hold on, what's dropping tomorrow, November 4th? Wait a minute, wait, I think Love and Hip Hop Miami dropping tomorrow, ain't it? Yeah, I'm going to look into that. Now, if it is, you already know I got something to say about it. You already know I'm going to be there and I got something to say about it. And, of course, spread the word, tell a friend, because I need the subscribers. Hello. I'm trying to, I am 110 subscribers from 1K. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, and you know what I mean? And then, of course, my channel sponsor, EENY Eyewear at EENYEyewear.com. Get your eyes fly with EENY, and of course, get yourself an autographed copy of that One Voice Revised edition. And of course, come down to the shop if you live in the NYC area. EENY Eyewear is at 145 Front Street, Dumbo area, Brooklyn. Yes, Wednesday to Sunday. Wednesday to Sunday, 10 to 7. Closed on Thanksgiving. Make sure I let you know, since we already in November, I'm going to let you know we closed on Thanksgiving. We going to be open on Friday, but closed on Thanksgiving. You heard? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, yes, see you tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Miami, because I'm pretty sure my memory is telling me correctly that they coming back tomorrow. Yeah. And I expect y'all to be here too. So, yes. The buy information for my book, it will be in the description. Everything is in the description. Alright? Oh, and check out Motherhood Sex Marijuana channel. Definitely. Yeah.